morning, CPS. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I don't know, should I now say Happy New Year? Welcome back once again.
Good morning, Bineka. It's a pleasure. Happy everything.
Yeah, the last time we spoke on this particular program, that should be about 2 years ago, or the other about in the build-up of
more than 2 years ago.
Yeah, more than 2 years ago, and the build-up of 2023 elections. It's nice to hear your voice once again. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm fine. God is good.
All right. Welcome.
Thank
now,
you.
Let's look at, I understand that you have actually left the People's Democratic Party, the PDP. You are now with the Labour Party in the state. Now, we want to know exactly what prompted such movement at this point.
Okay, thank you very much. When I made that move, I did my best to explain the reasons behind my move. But for the benefit of our listeners here, I would try and summarize those reasons once again. Two things essentially motivated my decision to shift. I noticed that there was a lot of inertia around the People's Democratic Party. Playing opposition politics requires a lot of dedication. It requires a lot of devotion. It requires a lot of hard work. It requires unity, concerted efforts. Now, I didn't see that in the PDP. You know, I've always described myself as an accidental politician, as a professional who found himself in politics. After the 2022 election, my thinking was that the PDP would manage itself and thus to lay this robust opposition, because opposition is very essential for the growth of a democracy. But on the contrary, what I saw was a unbelievable exodus of members of the party, key members of the party, especially those who have forefront, who have benefited massively from this party since 1998. It was formed up until 2023. So this exodus, and as they left the party at the 60s and 70s, you know, I didn't see a roadmap. And it is only a man who wants to commit suicide that remains in a ship that has shown clear signs of sinking. It was a very difficult decision for me.
Yeah.
Because I 2 years, or 2 straight years after the last administration that I was part of left office, I remained in the forefront of opposition spokesmanship. You are a witness. I believe all my interventions are still in the public domain. So when it became clear to me that there was no roadmap, there was no clarity about where the PDP wanted to go, I found myself in a very difficult situation. That's the first one. Secondly, okay, of course, I of course still have interest in public service. I believe that I have a lot to offer. But the nature of politics is that you need a political platform to be able to actualize those dreams. And every person, every human being is entitled to subscribe to his dreams and the pursuit thereof. So that is one. On the other hand, I looked around and I saw improvement, clear improvement in governance.
Okay.
Very clear improvement in terms of, you know, one of the greatest challenges that have bedeviled us is the challenge of infrastructural deficit. You know, previous administrations have done their bit. Even the one I served did our bits and all of that. But I saw what I call a clear intention to make things better. You know, in different facets of our life as a state, I saw improvement. In terms of infrastructure, I saw intentionality. I saw deliberateness. You know, especially in the spread of infrastructural interventions across the states. You know, I saw, you know, when people are not foolish, like I keep saying, when the government is working, when the government is touching the right box, the reactions from the people will tell you that. In Abia, where I come from and where I live, I saw a clear improvement, especially in the area of waste management. If you come to Abia today, as you drive into Abia, you will notice calm in the town. This is a fact. But most importantly, I noticed those infrastructural development, and I noticed the speed in project execution, and for me, the icing on the cake so far has been the completion of Port Road.
Okay.
Port Road is one of the roads that define the economic power of Abia, and indeed I did. Yes, previous administrations, especially the immediate past one, did a lot of work in Abia too. That is why I talk about sustainable development, expanding the frontiers of work done by previous administrations, pushing it a bit further. And let me say this: politics is not war. The major objective, the principal objective of politics and politicking is to improve the welfare of people. And I keep saying it, that the only way a state can succeed is when succeeding administrations do better than the one they are taking over from. Any state where people become nostalgic, oh, how I wish this last administration ended, then that state is in trouble. Every administration should on what it inherited from the last one. And this is exactly what is happening here. And my prayer is that whoever at the time Governor Otti will complete his tenure, his 8-year tenure, I believe strongly, that whoever will take over from him would also do better than him. Because that is the only way development can come. That is the only way progress can come. But whenever, for instance, we have in office today, Governor Alex Otti, a situation where the last administration is better than the current one, then we have a problem as a state. We have a problem of stunted growth. We have a problem of arrested development. But I am happy that today they are looking up, and that was what motivated my decision to take that issue.
Okay. CBS, though you've stylishly talked about it, but so many people believe that your movement to the Labour Party is about your personal interests as against the support for Governor Otti and what he's doing in the state. Is it correct?
Well, people are entitled to their opinions. The question is, what is the difference between personal interest and public interest? One right, I can't remember his name now, described or defined public interest as an aggregation of personal interest. The question now would be, let us assume that it is about my personal interest. What is that, my personal interest? My personal interest is in seeing a state that works. A state where there is improvement in every step of governance. A state where things work. Okay? And if I have interest in being part, if my personal interest is to be part of a system that works, then I have no regrets about it. It's as simple as that. Every human being is motivated by certain interests. The question is, does that interest align with the general interest of the public, or is it just for you alone? And I have said it over and over again, that my interest is to see a state that is working. This is our state. And having seen a system that has shown signs of resilience, signs that things will get better every other day, then I have chosen, it is my decision, and I have absolutely no regrets about it, to align with a system that delivers good government to our people. That is what it is.
Now let's look at issue of this endorsement and admiration of Governor Otti across party lines as we have it today. Why do you think some people from other political divides are endorsing and admiring Governor Alex Otti, ahead of 2027 elections? Some of them have even gone ahead to endorse him, saying that he should complete his second term.
Well, this is synonymous with politics. Politics naturally involves things like this. But beyond politics, certain truths are self-evident. Our people have a saying that you cannot cover pregnancy with a rubber. When a government, like I said before, when a government is working, when the impact of governance is felt by the people, you will know. The people will know. People, there are civil servants, there are businessmen, there are all manner of people in the state, and when things are going right, those people will know. let me give you an example. In Abba, for instance, the completion of Port Harcourt Road has altered the political equation in the responding to what they see and what they feel. And you know, if you take time and understudy or do an analysis of the political situation in Abia State, right from the advent of foreign democracy since 1999, Abia voters vote in a certain way. Abia voters, once you have shown a law, what we call a prima facie case, that you are determined to get things done, Abia voters are always willing to give you a second tenure. This is why we have never had any governor since 1999. Abia State votes in the state. What I mean by that is that no governor in Abia State has ever lost a re-election. And not Dr. Alex Otti. What the people of Abia do, especially in the re-election of their governors, is that when they are convinced the incumbent has made out what we call a law, a prima facie case, that he is committed to getting things done, improving the lot of the people. Other voters are usually willing to allow that governor to complete his tenure. It happened with Dr. Okalo, it happened with Senator T. Dr. and it will happen with Dr. Alex Otti.
Okay.